Are you buying textbooks this semester? Well, then this video is for you. Hey guys, it's Desi. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a brand new video. This video is how to save money on textbooks. So I have I have two options how to save money buying textbooks and one how to save money after. So let's get right into it. So the first one is buying new versus used. So new textbooks are always going to be the most expensive. Used are normally going to be a little bit cheaper. Sometimes they will be a lot cheaper, but that's because they're like tore up, they're marked inside, like they're pretty wrecked as far as like the appearance goes. That option I tend to be my last resort. Second option, which is my favorite, is renting new textbooks. So you can do this through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your own college, and I'm sure there's 1,000 other sites. I use Amazon. I have used it for this last year. I know people that have used it for multiple years, and it's just the best option for me. So I'm going to take you guys through renting books. So this semester I rented two from Amazon. I bought one new, and then 4 other books I did have to buy new from my college because they are like ASU specific, or they weren't carried on Amazon, which is very rare. So I'm going to show you guys how to rent your books on the tablet. I'm going to go on Amazon, but I'm going to use my iPad. So I'm going to start with saying a disclaimer, the prices on here change all the time. So what I'm telling you right now are what I paid. More than likely you probably won't pay. They always fluctuate. You might get a little more expensive, might be cheaper, you know. So don't quote me on the prices. I'm not here to tell you specific prices. And second, because I've already rented the books I'm looking up, I don't have the rental option anymore. But I'll still take you guys through it step by step, and I'll also have the steps linked down below. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go online to your school's website and get your book list because you need the ISBN numbers for each book. Once you have the ISBN number, a lot of times I copy and paste it. You need to go to Amazon. So you need to go to Amazon and put it in the search bar. So I decided to just look up my anthropology book that I already gotten through the school that I rented. So the first thing that will pop up is this. So this is one result because this is the textbook. So if you guys can see, it says renting is $33 and buying new is $111. So this is the screen, and then where it says like add to cart, if there's an option to buy used, if there's an option to rent, there'll be a little box right here and it'll say to rent, and then it'll show you the days. So you get so I got from July 6th. I got mine early July, and they are due December 18th. So that's the fall semester. I get done the 8th, so I will send them in right away, and I'll walk you guys through how to send them back in a second. But, so you can buy new or used. The minute you click on used, it'll show you the days. If you need an extension, you can pay. It's like $10 to get an extra, like, however many days. But next thing you do is, instead of hitting add to cart, you hit add to rental cart. So a rental cart is different than your normal cart. It won't show up here. But the rental cart, hope you guys can see this, but the rental cart, you can get to. So when you click on the rental cart, from there it's the exact same as you checking out of the normal cart. So, you know, add in your information, credit card, all that. And then you click send, and they send it to you. If you are a Prime member or a college student, you do get free 2-day shipping with Prime. So I do recommend getting an Amazon Prime account. It is $50 a year for college students. For students, for non-students, it is $100 a year, which I've had Prime for years. With my mom, I've got my own account now, and I love it. So that is one thing to do. And then we'll tell you, obviously, like, you'll get emails saying, you know, they shipped, saying when they're due, and then closer to the due date, they will email you as well. And then what you do to return is you go to Amazon.com/returns, I believe. Let me see. So to return your rental, you go to Amazon.com/rental. This just shows up on this book that I got. And then you do that. You know, when you're on your account, it'll show you which book you want to return. And then they'll give you a shipping label. All you do is you print out that label, put it on your book, send the book in, and that's it. You don't pay anything to return. Just has to be in by that date, or I believe you will get fined. My biology lab manual, which is right here, I'll show you, this is my lab manual. There is an option to rent. So I looked it up, and you could rent or you could buy new. Now, to buy new was, I think, $120, or to rent it was $90. So because of this type of book, it is more expensive. So I decided to buy new, which is $30 more, I believe. Like, again, don't quote me on the prices. They, you know, could be a little bit off. So I bought this new because what I do at the end of the semester when I'm done with my books, instead of keeping them, losing all that money, you could return them to, but like sell them back to your school. But a lot of the times you don't get very much money at all for them. What I do is I sell them back to Amazon, so you can get up to 80% off or 80% back from Amazon. So I will show you guys how to do that. Even the books that I got from ASU, like a couple of them aren't specific to ASU. That was the only option. They were out of stock on Amazon. Like pretty much all my books, I'm gonna try to do this, except my Spanish book. So my Spanish book is like, it doesn't have a spine. It goes in a clearing binder, and those I've tried to sell them before, and they were in perfect condition. To keep all my books in perfect condition, you can write inside of them and stuff. That it doesn't matter, but the shape of them was still good condition. They didn't take, and I believe it's because those books are so hard to deal with because like they're falling everywhere. So that's one disclaimer. But the others I'm going to sell back, and I have done this before, and I've gotten pretty much, I think one I paid like $90 for, and I got $60 for the book. So you get paid really good, and I will show you how to do that, again, on my tablet. So I will zoom in if you guys can't see. So I am on my tablet, so I did Safari, but what you do is so I googled textbook buyback Amazon, and then this is what came up, if you guys can see, and then I went to Amazon Books, trade-in books, because I'm not specifically sure how to get to it from the Amazon site. That's why I did that. So what you do is, so then you end up on Amazon Prime, and this is what pops up when you hit that. So there is a ton of different options, and then you hit books, and again, this will all be down below as well. And then it comes up with all of these different books, if you guys can see. I'm just going to type in biology textbook, just for right now as an example. I'm just going to go with this book, the book that I saw. So I clicked on this book, and I hit trade in this item, because there's add to trade in list or trade in this item. And this is what popped up. So, they'll ask you 4 questions, which is, are there notes or names on this cover? Do your pages have excessive writing, like all that stuff? Which I highlight my books, I'm always writing them, so that wasn't an issue. And then once you fill that out, I'm just going to click do yes, no, no, no. Okay, so once you hit these, So once you hit this comes up, and this is trade-in value $165.92. So let's see, we hit yes for this. So this says $165.92, and then it says make sure this ISBN is correct. So you click on that, and then click continue. So make sure the ISBN to yours is correct. Again, this is an example. So then they'll have you log in. I obviously not going to log in because I don't want to return this book. Because it's not my book. I just did a random book. But once you do that, it'll give you a free slip again. You put the book in the box, just like renting, send it, and then they will give you an estimate. So once they get it, which takes them 1 to 2 days, not very long, they'll review it, and if they feel like, okay, it's in a perfect condition, they'll give you that $165. My one book that I had was a little bit, the pages were a little bent, and I didn't have any highlighting in it, but the pages were a little bent, and because they were bent, they, instead of like $100, I think I got like 95, so it's still good. And remember, you can still write and highlight, it's just not excessively. So if you do, every single page, that's not going to go. But that is how you return the books, and if you have any questions, feel free just to put down below. But that is all for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell me what next video you want to see, and I'll see you guys in my next video.